Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Hit it, Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in overalls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making Popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right. I am from Hickory, and I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy no matter where you are. What up, bumpkins? You're about to watch and or listen to episode 75 of Country-ish, and we have a muy bien especial show for you. I don't know why I'm doing it in Italian. We have a great show for you today. Muy bien show. We're doing May the 4th, May the 5th, and Mother's Day. We got a very funny comedian, Ron Funches, is going to zoom into the show. I got more residual checks. Somebody's going to win one of my residual checks tonight live on the show. And we've got a great small town news story about escaping from a nursing home. And we've got Goodwill Hunting. It's a great show. Excuse me. We're live. See why I can't edit that out? Because we're live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So go ahead and hit that share button, and let's see how many people we can get up in here. But we're not just live on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. We're also a regular old podcast for your ear holes. You know, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Stitcher, Podbean, you name it, we're on it. But first, let me tell you about a tour date. I got some tour dates coming up. I'm going to be doing a show with my good friend Jon Marc right here in Hickory on June the 7th at the Main Cellar City Club. I think that's what it's called. Yes, Main Cellar City Club, Hickory, North Carolina, with Jon Marc. That will be June the 7th. It is a Monday night, so don't think that's weird. It's all logistical reasons. It'll make sense later. Then I'm going to Ann Arbor, Michigan with Jon Marc. I'm doing a show in his town in Ann Arbor, Michigan at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. You can get tickets at johnreap.com. Click on tour dates. Okie dokie. We're live. It's it's May the 4th. Hello. May the 4th. I didn't change it in my notes. It's May the 4th, and we're live right now. But first, let me get to the man that's sitting across the table for me right here. Very handsome fella. Maybe he's kind of famous. Well, he's not famous. His brother's famous. Perhaps you've heard of a guy by the name of Jon Stamos. We got his little brother up in here, Marcus Stamos. How are you?
What's going on, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. You're going to be in Hickory?
Yeah, June the 7th.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm in Hickory for a while, dude.
What's a man got to do to get some of them tickets?
Look, I'll hook you up, dude.
Thanks, man. You always do.
Thanks, your pal. Man. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers to you. Happy Cinco De Mayo Day.
Yeah, as we're going live right now, it's May the 4th.
Yeah.
And
tomorrow, right?
No, today's May the 4th.
But tomorrow's Cinco.
Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo.
Mayo, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Cinco de Mayo means?
Yes. The 5th of May.
Tell me. Well, what's it represent?
Oh, that part.
Something about the Mexicans beat the French in 1862.
Fact check him. I believe you're probably right.
52-62, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat the French. Napoleon.
I think that's right.
Napoleon.
Are you telling me or are you asking me? Because
I'm telling you. I know.
Okay.
I'm surprising you.
All right. Yeah. Do you know what it means? Leave in the comments section. See if is Stamos correct. Look, can you speak Spanish at all? Hola, Marcos Stamos. ¿Cómo estoy bien, gracias?
Très bien, merci.
That would be French.
Oh, so I cannot
speak. And they beat them. Full circle.
Round.
I love it.
So listen.
Yes, sir.
your weekend this past weekend. You were in Minnesota.
Yes.
You stayed at a mall.
I did.
In a mall.
Yeah. I showed you some pics.
Yeah.
It was fun. I did a gig at the House of Comedy in Bloomington, Minnesota, which is basically Minneapolis. It's
Not far away. It's
not far
pretty
away.
close.
I've never been up there before. Didn't know what to expect. Crowds were great. Staff was great. Manager was great. The other comedians I worked with were fine. They were great. And I didn't sell out. You know, it wasn't like doing a show in my home turf by any means. But Saturday was pretty packed, and we had a good time.
Yeah, you can't sell
And
them
I
all
stayed
out.
at a mall, which I've always kind of wanted to do.
So they had you could go out on your balcony and look down at the people shopping? Was it kind
Yeah,
of set up
dude.
like that?
I mean, I stayed at there were two malls in that. I mean, two hotels in that mall. And I just, you walk out of the hotel, there's like a little, the second floor, you walk out, and the mall's right there. Chick-fil-A right above me.
It's about a timeout. Like they have a game room in there?
Oh, they had escape rooms. I mean, anything that you could imagine in a mall. They had a roller coaster in the middle of the mall.
In the mall.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get on the roller coaster or anything, but I was kind of bummed out because I wanted to go to Paisley Park, which is where Prince, his studio was, and I was going to try and go there, but they were sold out. Because what kind of ruined it a little bit was the weather was nice. And when the weather is nice anywhere where it's cold a lot of the time, everyone wants to go out and do stuff.
Of course. Yeah.
Outdoors or be out and about. Plus, I think it was the anniversary of Prince's death not long ago.
Yeah, you had probably to get tickets.
So it was
way sooner.
Yeah, I should have planned ahead. I wasn't able to go to Paisley Park, but I was able to hang out with two old pals. And we're going to get to those guys here in a little bit. Anthony Shore was this, he's like this jolly old English dude who happens to be a great Elvis impersonator. I met him on a cruise ship on the country music cruise I did a while back. And we just buddied up, and he's hilarious. So he lives there. He came out. And a guy named Troy McKay came out. And I'm going to tell you about him in a little bit. But don't forget, we've got Residual Check Game coming up. But I think we should get to the best trends right away. This is a new segment we do since it is, May the 4th. And that is what is trending. Should we do the theme song, the Alan Jackson? So what I do is I go to Twitter, and I just look at what's trending. And I talk about it. I want you to know, we're in the know. It's May the 4th. What are you talking about? I know what you're talking about because it's the best Okay, it is May the 4th. This is where nerds freak out because it's Star Wars Day. They like saying, May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you.
I've heard that.
Yeah. You know what they're really kind of doing is they're making fun of people with lisps.
How?
Because that's not how you say, may the force be with you. If you had a lisp, you would say it like that. You would say, may the fourth be with you. So really what they're kind of doing is making fun of people with speech impediments. And I'm not for that. But I am for Star Wars.
I know you are.
May the fourth be with you.
I have no
I feel like
idea.
we should go around the room and everyone should give us their favorite Star Wars line. But you have to say it with a lisp because it's May the 4th. I'll start. This is my favorite line from a Star Wars movie. It's the first episode, the first movie, the first one to come out would be episode 4 in the books or whatever, A New Hope. And it was by, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he's with Luke Skywalker, and they're looking down at, now I'm forgetting the name of the crappy town that they're, you got one, Amar?
Mos Eisley.
Mos Eisley. And they're about to go down there because they need a ride. This is where they meet Han Solo for the first time. And this is what? Hang on!
Oh.
May the fourth be with you. Don't make me use my fourth on your neck. No, this is what he says to Luke Skywalker. Ready? I'll do it like, you will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Boom. You got one, Elliot? What's your favorite? You got to do it with a lisp, though.
You've got it. He feared you might follow.
Get into the microphone.
He feared you might follow old Obi-Wan on some damn fool idealistic crusade like your father did. It's your father's lightsaber.
Okay. All right. Isaiah, you got one? No, you're good. Well, I also want you to, I asked my interns to bring in some Star Wars stuff. And they did. And Elliot, the intern's intern, is here. And he's holding this camera right here. And he's going to show us what he brought in today for hashtag May the 4th be with you. He brought in some Star Wars cards. And some of them are signed by the characters who played the part. You got one from, I see Natalie Portman's character right there. We've got some robots. We've got some actors. These are signed. Tell me your favorite one, Mark. Just say it out loud. I'll repeat it. What's your favorite one out of all these cards? There's 10 of them right here.
I actually like the one with Natalie Portman.
He likes Natalie Portman. She just didn't sign it. Yeah. Yes, and the one with R2-D2's got something in there. What's in the one with R2-D2?
That right there is Luke's compass.
Luke's compass, dude.
Luke Skywalker's compass.
The forthe throng with that one. Now, let's also look at the case here. What's this case about? We have a case, and on the outside of the case, it says Star World. Wait a minute. That's not Star Wars.
Is that a misprint?
No, I think it was some knockoff, you know?
Oh.
Like some cheap version of Star Wars, like a members-only jacket, but not a real one.
Right.
And the case looks cool. They got a fake R2D, a fake C-3PO, a fake Chewbacca, a fake Darth Vader. All right? They got all of it. But inside of that case, we got legit stuff. So Mark's going to open up the case. For all you Star Wars fans, we've got real, these are like figurines, or whatever you would call these, actual characters from the first Star Wars.
1977.
From 1977. These are actually from 1977.
Cute little dolls.
Collector's items. How much do you think those go for these days? How many Bitcoins would you take for that? For the whole thing, right now?
I'd probably take 2 Bitcoins for that.
2. That's, you know how much? Do you know how much money that is?
Is that a lot?
I have no idea. I think it's a lot now. There you go. And then Elliot brought in the Star Wars popcorn tin. There you go. And we have, I don't know what this is. Isaiah brought this one in.
It's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, but what's up with his hands?
What's up with his boots?
Why is his hands and boots so big?
Yeah, that's not made to scale.
What?
No,
That's not made to scale. I mean, his hands are
I didn't know what
and
you
feet
said.
are
I didn't know what you said at
ginormous.
first.
still don't think it made
I think
any
he
sense.
said, "Let's not make this count."
No.
And I said, "What?" He goes, "It's not made to scale."
Yeah.
Wow. I love the way you talk. All right, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Isaiah. That is what is trending on Twitter. Ooh, it's the best trends. Also, don't forget, we're doing a dating game with Isaiah, the intern. If you guys want to play the dating game and be on the show and get a free meal and go around town in Hickory in a dang limousine, then all you got to do is let me know that you're interested in playing the game.
So how many are we up to now? 10, 12
Well,
women?
we got plenty,
Oh, yeah?
but we need serious submissions. Not that they have to submit to me, but what I'm saying is, if you're interested, go to the Country-ish Facebook fan page and just holler at us. And also, talent show, we're doing that. If you got a talent, let me know, and we'll have you on the show as well. It's going to be fun, dude. It's going to be fun. Now, let me get back to Bloomington, where I just was. Told you about Anthony Shore. Ran into a dude. Well, I didn't run into him. I knew he was coming. He hit me up because he knew I was coming. So you remember I did the sitcom called Rodney?
Yep.
Okay. There was a guy who worked on that sitcom named Troy. And he was a stand-in at the time for Rodney. A stand-in is people who, when they're rehearsing and setting up the shots for the live performance of the sitcom that evening, they need people to stand there for lighting purposes and see what the light would look like. And so they use people who kind of look like the actors. And Troy was one of the stand-ins, not just for Rodney. He probably stood in for me as well. But I liked him, and he was cool, and he was funny, and he kind of looked like me a little bit. And then Dodge started doing these auditions for the new Hemi Guy. Do you remember the guy that was in the commercials with me that just said, sweet?
Yep, I remember him.
Well, he got fired after the third commercial. The Alan Jackson, is that what people are looking at right now? Mm-hmm. Okay. This was an actual ad. This was like after the third commercial. They had cut him out. And they said, you are here. Get famous faster than you can say, that thing got a Hemi. And I'm thinking, wow, I don't want just, and anybody could, you know, like what we're doing for the talent show, the dating game.
Yeah.
This was open to the public. And I'm thinking, well, if it's open to the public, why not try to get my own friends in there? Right?
Yep.
And so Troy was one of the guys I was trying to get in there. And so, yeah, it says we're launching the new Ram 1500 in your career in television. We're looking for someone to help us launch the new Ram 1500. It's got a new front end, a new interior. And so that's what this is all about. And I was like, let me get my buddy Troy up in here. So to help him out, I made a little video. And he came to the show. So I got to hang out with him. And should we show the video, Alan? Let's show this video real quick. So there's Troy. Look at him. Tell me that he wouldn't have been perfect for my partner in the Hemi commercials. I mean the one after the guy got fired.
Just by looking at this picture.
Well, we're going to see the video, but just look right there, right away. Look at that face. Do I look like that a little bit?
You do got, yeah, the similarities in the face, yeah.
We shot this in behind my garage in Studio City. This is where I lived.
Yeah.
So he came to my house, and we I don't know whose truck it was, but we used somebody's truck, and we made this video. Go ahead and show this, the Alan Jackson.
I've got a great mentor. That's right. All right, Troy, you done yapping? I'm done. Let's give him the damn line, all right? Hey, that thing got a Hemi. Sweet. You about to find out. Let's get it.
So we
Sweet.
sent that in hoping that that Dodge would take it seriously, and he made it to the top 3. And I'll let him tell it. Is he in the Zoom room right now? Yeah, we got Troy.
I'm here, man.
Troy McKay, what's up, dude?
What's happening?
Good to see you again, man. Long time no
Good to see you. Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Tell us about that whole experience. What do you remember? Thanks for sending me that video, by the way. That's awesome. I forgot all about that.
Oh man, I can't believe my wife found that. She's like, oh no, I'm not sure where the photos are, but you've got your audition, CD or DVD laying around. I was like, no, really? And she pulled it out, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, 40, 50 pounds lighter. And, but so anyway, I'll send you that whole thing just so you can see it. It's just ridiculous. So it's, I'm sitting there, I'm eating Cheetos on the couch with my shirt off. It's
Oh,
wonderful.
really?
It's
I got to
glorious.
see that one too then.
Yeah, I'll send that thing too. The whole cut.
So Troy worked on the Rodney sitcom, and it was. I mean, I came to you. I said, "Dude, I think that they're trying to get the new Hemi Guy. My partner, my sidekick." And we made that video, and I mean, you made it up to all the way like the final 3 or something, right?
So I was in the final 2 because they took the last 2 to set. So and to back up my whole experience with this, because, I was doing stand-in work, I was doing production work, I was doing all these other types of things, the side hustles that you do out there. And I was also acting. So I did a bunch of commercials. Now, that thing, when that hit for you, that was huge because that's like this reoccurring, like it's like, well, I don't have to tell you, it's good.
Yeah, it was great.
So when I started working on the show, it was hilarious because people back home, they thought that that was me. They'd be like, "Hey, I saw you got that Hemi thing." I'm like, "No, that's not me." And I'm like, and I started looking. I was like, "Oh yeah." And I'm really kind of surprised that we never crossed paths in the audition room because we would get called in we would have gotten called in for the exact same roles.
Right.
But you got this thing, and I had to tell a ton of people. It's like, "Oh no, that's not me. That's not me." And then I start working with you. So I remember talking to you about this at the craft service table. I was like, there's a bunch of people that think that's me. And then you kind of eyed me up and down. And you're like, yeah, I can see that. You got that Larry Bird thing going on.
Yeah, we both have a very similar face with the mouth and nose.
No
and
mouth,
eyes.
no lips.
We're both pink as hell. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So when that came out, I remember you also had I think the LA Times or something had like a full page like advertisement with you on it, and it was sitting in the craft service room, and you were like, you got to send in a tape for this, and did me a solid and did the cameo, and obviously it got their attention. So I just remember it was hilarious because there was like 5 people from LA that made it into that thing, and they were all actors, like, there was a few like Joe Publics that showed up from Ohio or wherever. And I just remember like they had this whole like reality type based thing and voting and all that stuff going on. Yeah. And I remember your other buddy was in there, and then there was a guy that was so we got to know a bunch of the people that were going in for it. And one of the guys was the Michelin Man. I don't know if you knew this. He was the big, tall, lanky guy. And I don't remember his name, but he probably still is the Michelin Man.
Wait, so like when you say the Michelin Man, well, the Michelin Man's a cartoon, right? I mean,
so they do. It's a little bit CGI stuff. They have him he was telling me the whole story. It's hilarious. He got this Michelin Man gig by he has on his resume mascot experience. Oh, so they put you in a suit, and he's real long, and he could do all the movements and the stuff that they needed to be the Michelin Man. Okay, so he gets residuals on those things.
Nice.
So he was not in need of another gig. I mean, I'm sure he would have taken it, but he was doing just fine. But so it was him and myself and your other buddy.
Jon Marc was my other
and Jon
buddy.
Was in there, and the young woman who eventually who
ended up winning it. Yeah.
So I just remember like advancing, and I like half the state of Iowa was on this thing, and they were like punching, we like this guy, we like this guy. So I got up into that final 2, and then they brought us to set. You remember that?
Oh, dude, yes. Okay,
because you felt bad about this.
I felt so bad
because you knew. I think and I was just going, there's something fishy
because I did all I could.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it was you and Jon Gotzik. If you two, either one of you would have gotten that role, it would have made me very happy. But this girl who I never met, didn't know, didn't have any experience. To this day, I don't know who she is. I don't remember her name or anything about her. I mean, she's probably a great person. I just, I was rooting for people I knew. And then I am the one who had to tell you guys the bad news. They made it like a reality show where I had to come out and go like, I'm sorry, you are not the new Hemi Guy. Whatever. Right?
Yeah, so it's exactly how it went down. And the weird thing is because I'd done so much production work, I knew the casting director, I knew the director of the spot that you were doing, or that was directing that particular spot. I knew like the first AD, I knew all the crew members. So I'm showing up, and it's kind of like family around me, and they're kind of may have been tipped off because they were like, man, I hope you get it, but it wasn't like you're going to get this.
Yeah, they weren't like giving you special eye contact. They're probably trying to avoid you.
And I walk up, and it was hilarious too because they were trying to get like a reality show moment. Like, oh man, this is like crushed because I didn't get it. Yeah. And then they usher me off, and I remember you coming over and like, sorry, man, I did. And I was like, dude, I know how this works in LA. It's not, it's someone up above. It's just like, that's the one. Yeah. It's the girl.
Where did we do that? Was that in Huntington Beach or was that in Venice?
No. So we did a bunch of the hotel stuff. Like they shipped us all to a hotel, and they had the duster come out, the limo duster.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay, so you were there for that part, yeah.
That was Santa Monica.
Santa Monica. Okay, I knew we were at a hotel on the beach, and they picked me up. I forgot where they picked me up, but they made it look like they picked me up at an airport in a duster from that first commercial, that old nasty beat up duster, and they made it into a limousine. And it was that nasty on the outside, but they just stretched it out. Mm-hmm. And inside of that was like a pony keg of beer, Like, I mean, it was great. It was one of the highlights of my career. Like, not only am I, doing well in these commercials, but now they're making a fake, stupid reality show out of it. And I'm riding around this beat up Duster limousine with beer in the back. It was awesome. And it made me so mad that they chose who they chose. But they don't know. They're just proof that a lot of times people behind the creative of it, and they just don't know they don't know what they're looking for sometimes. They didn't know what they're looking for when they got me.
Well, and I'm sure when you went in and you just delivered that line, it was done, because I had booked some other commercials where it was just like, oh, that went well, I think I'm going to book it. Yeah. And see, I don't know if you ever knew this, is like they brought me in a limousine to set. So like I parked somewhere else, and then so they rush you off. Like I had to leave immediately. And they're making it like, it's like The Bachelor. It's like, you got to go. Yeah. And then they have a camera crew following you because they're doing this reality show.
God, I wish we had footage of this.
I know. No, it would have been so anticlimactic because they didn't quite realize that, like John. Okay, so if John and I one of us would have gotten this, we'd been into enough auditions. It's not like you're setting your hopes and dreams on one of these
like
things.
Confetti goes off. You're like, I made it.
I was disappointed because this would have been a big deal. It'd been a blast. And, those commercials aired all the time. And I think we would have had some potential to keep it going. Yeah. And so they had me in the limousine, and they're like, they got the camera like up on my face. And the guy's like, sorry, I got to do this for my job. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And they're like expecting me to start crying or something. and I'm sitting there just going, they're like, so how do you feel? And I'm like, well, I'm disappointed. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed because I've been up since 5:45 a.m. Yeah. But I am getting a day rate out of it. They paid me the day rate. Right. And but the thing was, it was like, most auditions you don't get. Right. You don't have to go through all of this. But you also don't get paid $800 for the day. Right. Right. You just get told no. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It wasn't bad. It was more I was disappointed for you. Because I thought, well, hopefully hopefully it goes with this girl, and they got this love interest, and it works, and and you get another like 2-3 years out of it. God forbid you end up like Flo, and you got like 15 years of it. So,
yeah, I don't think it's what they set out, But
yeah,
I was me having to give you the bad news sucked, and John. And the girl was fine, but it is what it is. I was happy to see you in Minneapolis, man. Come to my show. So thanks for reaching out to me. We had a good time, huh?
Yeah, it was great, man. I just it's one of those things. I'm not great at like keeping in touch with folks from the back, and I was like, John's gonna be. So I don't have any friends. I should go see John. He's a friend.
He showed up by himself. Yeah, no, I had a good time, man. Me, you, and my buddy Anthony were hanging out there at the bar. Had a good time. So in case people are curious, what are you doing these days? What is Troy up to today?
So yeah, I left Los Angeles behind. I am currently a professor at the University of Minnesota. I teach video production in agricultural communication and marketing at the university. So, I
landed on your feet, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's not like the old days when you're working on like, big shows and things like that, or small shows like Tide commercials, but they are what they are.
Yeah.
But I'm working on like documentaries about sheep.
That's great, dude.
It's
Troy. If you ever need me for anything, did you mention to me you're doing a podcast as well?
So no, I teach a podcasting course. That's part of the curriculum. Great. Part of the curriculum.
Pay attention, Stamos. Isaiah, pay attention? This man teaches podcasting courses.
I'm a professor.
He's a professor. He's a doctor, I think.
I'm a professor. So, I teach a podcasting course. So, no, I'm going to definitely have you in next year.
Yeah, let me know what I can do, man.
Zoom you in, and Professor Reap will lecture for the day.
Right. Yeah, I would love to do it, man. Thanks for zooming in, Troy. I'll hook you up. I'll talk to you later, okay, buddy?
Yeah, thanks a lot, man.
All right, everybody. Oh, come on now. How about that? Love that dude. I was really, really rooting for him, too. I mean, it sucked having to say, well, they went another way.
Two of your buddies didn't make the cut.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry.
was a bummer. But look, we've got other things to do. We got a jam-packed show today. You know, he was talking about residual checks. I got a residual check right here. I got like 17 residual
table
checks.
full of them.
Table full. And we're going to pick one. And we want you to call in. I don't know if the Alan Jackson has put the number up on the bottom of the screen. But if you call this number, go ahead and start calling. Because here in a minute, we're going to take your phone calls. You make a guess as to how much the residual check is, and the closest person, I'm going to mail it to you. Yeah. And then we've got a Caption This MEME that I want. Did you guys stick around for that? Ron Funches and a great small town news story, plus Goodwill. We've not even barely begun the show yet. So let me get to this. So I got all these checks here. And so here, Elliot, you got your hand raised.
Well, one of the listeners is blind and asked if we could speak the number so that they could actually, participate. So is it okay if I do that?
What do you mean speak?
Read the number out loud.
Well, I can't give the number. The game is them guessing the number.
The phone
Telephone
number.
I got it. It took me a minute, but
I didn't know what you meant.
Are they
Okay. No, that's a good point. Well, can you see it in front of you? Because I don't have it in front of me.
Yes, sir. 980-368-5177. But my very capable intern has already reached out to them also. So hopefully they have a chance.
Thank you so much. So that was a colossal waste of time.
Sorry.
Just kidding. No, we want everyone to participate that wants to participate because I want you to know. I want to give you this check, whether you can see or hear or not. I don't care. I want you to win the check. Closest person wins the check. I've done some acting in my day, Stamos, just like your brother. Not as famous as him, but I've done some acting, as we just discussed. I did the Hemi commercials.
yeah, he gets residual checks too. I bet he gets a
Oh,
lot.
your brother gets way bigger checks than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to get him to call in sometime or zoom in and play the game with me.
I'll see if I can get that.
I saw him on American Idol the other day. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he said he was going to be on there.
Yeah. So these checks are probably not that big. I've done some movies, 2 movies, sitcoms. I did some adult films I'm not proud of, but they have to pay you when they air them. And we thought we'd make a game out of it. And it's a game that we like to call How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild Residual Check? Nice. Oh, switched it up a little bit. Well, look, they're out there in front of you. May the 4th be with you.
I will pick up
Choose
one.
one at random.
Here it is.
Here it is, right here. Here's the check. I'm going to open the check to where you can't see it, because what we're going to do is do a round of in-house guesses. And then you people at home watching me live, I want you to read my poker face when they give the guess. And it will give you clues as to whether or not it was a good guess, that maybe you can make a better guess when you call into the show. All right, here is the check. Interesting. You know, we were just talking to Troy, who was a stand-in for what?
Rodney.
This is from Rodney.
Yeah. Okay.
This is for one episode of Rodney. It's the episode called Rodney Gets Robbed. And this is for electronic sell-through only. One episode. Rodney Gets Robbed. Marcus Stamos. How does
$5.16.
$5.16. Did you say 5 because it's Cinco?
I just, I don't know why I said 5, but obviously it wasn't good enough because the face you just made. So.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, go to the next person. I didn't win.
let's go either Elliot or Isaiah. One of you guys give me an in-house guess. Who wants to go? I don't care.
$2.12.
Yeah.
Better.
It's better than 5.
Better
Yeah.
you do.
Okay, so now we know.
Okay, so there you go. What, $2 and what?
12 cents.
$2.12. Let's go to Isaiah and be more non bueno. Yeah, see, I don't want to give you too easy of a clue.
Can I Google what non bueno means real quick?
Tell him, Elliot.
It means bad. Bueno is good, non bueno would be bad.
$3.57.
Amar, you understood that he did not get the clue, right? Okay. That's fine. I appreciate you chiming in. I'm wondering if people at home are watching my poker face. Bye, poker face. Bye, poker face. And the Alan Jackson, other people in the bullpen. We're going to take 4 calls because it's May the 4th.
At random.
At random. This is not based on when you called. This is random. And so whenever the Alan Jackson is ready, someone will come onto the show and we'll have them guess. And we'll see if they got closer than Stamos, Isaiah, or Elliot. Hi, John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
Hey, this is Chad from Pensacola.
Chad
Again.
from Pensacola. It's beautiful down there, man. Chad, what are you doing?
I'm not there yet. I'm driving.
You're driving. Okay, so you're on the way to Pensacola.
I am.
All right. What do you do,
I
Chad?
got a truck driver.
Oh, what you
I
hauling?
actually called you a couple weeks ago. Campers, RVs.
Dude, I could use one of them. Well, are these the
I
ones
delivered in Hickory not too long ago.
you're going to stop
A
off?
couple months ago, I delivered in Hickory.
I need one that, what do you call the ones where you can, you don't have to hitch it up to another vehicle, it drives itself. I mean, you can drive it. What's that called?
Motorhome.
Yeah.
Motorhome.
Do you got any motorhomes?
I don't have any. I don't do the drive away. I do the towaways.
I'm just saying, what if I knew somebody that,
I could get it down there too.
pulled you over
He
accidentally,
could drive it down here for you on the back of his truck.
hijacked it, you know what I mean? It's not your
Right.
problem. It just fell off the truck. You know what I mean? It just fell off.
Yeah, they just fall
That
off.
stuff's going to happen sometimes. We don't know where it went.
Forgets it.
All right.
Yeah.
Chad, thanks for calling in. Did you ever watch the sitcom Rodney?
Yeah, actually, I was listening to your podcast and you mentioned it a while back, and then that's when I started watching it. I watched the whole thing in a couple of days.
How are you watching this right now? If you're driving, are you watching it? Or are you just kind of listening to it? Or how are you getting it?
I got my cell phone up on the windshield.
Oh, nice. So it's Facebook then? YouTube?
Yes,
Okay. All
I think
right.
it's Facebook.
So possibly, safely, you've seen my face. Did you see? You heard the other guesses. I don't want you to be as optimistic as them. I want you to be pessimistic and give me a new guess.
$1.87.
Okay, Chad. That's the best.
So I also have an update for you.
Ooh, yes.
So a couple of weeks ago, I called and guessed on something, and I told you I was from Pensacola, in jail where the tiger was. Well, since then, I've been to court, and all my charges were dropped, and I had to sit in court for 2.5 hours.
Oh.
But I spent the whole 2.5 hours wearing my ginger beard mask.
Wait a minute. Are people going to think I was in jail in the courthouse? Oh, I'm glad your charges
I don't
got
know.
dropped, and thanks for wearing the mask, man.
Yeah, the judge liked it.
That may have got him out of it.
Dude, I'm happy to help. Yeah, we actually have on the show. Keep watching after you hang up because the Caption This Meme Me has to do with my ginger beard mask, one that you have on. So stick around for that.
Huh?
And I'm happy the charges were dropped. Are we allowed to talk about the charges?
We are, but that would be a different conversation for another day.
So then that's a no. I appreciate your candor, Chad, and that's a very good guess. Just hang on the line. Don't hang up yet, and we're going to take 3 more callers. And let me just tell you, so far you're winning.
Who?
Awesome.
Oh, Chad. Yeah,
well,
good.
he's the first caller. Of course he's winning.
I thought you looked at me.
Okay. Well, you don't count. All right,
Done.
the Alan Jackson, put him on hold. Let's go to another caller. Let's see if the next person can do better than Chad. You're on the show right now. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Michael.
Michael from?
Minneapolis, the one who gave you George Carlin.
Oh, yeah! Michael, thanks for calling in. I don't know if you can see, behind my interns, we have a new piece of art hanging on the fan art wall. I call it the fan art wall, and it is a painting of George Carlin. Tell us about this a little bit, Michael.
It actually started as a idea during the beginning of COVID called the Founding Fathers of Comedy. And you have the very first one. Started Richard Pryor last night. No, take that back. The same night I met you, I got home and inspiration kicked in. I started Richard Pryor. I wrote down Rodney Dangerfield, and I'm really stuck on the fourth guy because I want to keep it ethnic too. But George Lopez ain't dead yet. So I was thinking about going to Charlie Murphy or Bernie Mac.
Oh,
I don't know. You got an idea?
Wait, so are my choices between Bernie Mac and who else?
Charlie Murphy. But see, I want to go Latino for the fourth guy.
Well,
I don't want my Mount Rushmore of founding fathers to be non-ethical. You know, I want it to be.
Sure. Well, why don't you go, if you want to go Latino? I mean, yeah, George Lopez is a great one. But what about the guy? Oh God, he killed himself, and he had
Freddie Prinze.
Freddie Prinze, dude.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Or Greg Giraldo. He's Italian, right?
Greg Giraldo, yeah. And they're actually, and I hate this right now because the name is escaping me. There was a great Native American comedian who's been in lots of stuff.
I thought you might know this. That's why I was trying to ask you on the other night when you were in town.
Let me get my interns a Googling. Both of you right now.
I'm on it.
Start Googling famous. You might even have to use the word Indian. Native American comedian that was on the Tonight Show many times. Very funny guy. And he's got like a typical sort of stage name, that like Running Bear or something like that. But anyway, I would suggest that dude if you want to keep it in that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thanks
Charlie Hill.
Maybe Charlie Hill. It could be.
Charlie Hill?
That name sounds familiar, although I don't know if that's the one. We'll figure it out, Michael. I appreciate. So, did you paint this picture of George Carlin?
Yes, I did.
Dude, it looks great. He brought that to the show at the House of Comedy. Like, just showed up and handed it to me.
Yeah.
He goes, well, you kind of look like him a little bit too, and I thought you could use it for your fan art wall. And I'm like, and I'm thinking, well, number one, I'm flattered. Number two, how do I get this home?
Oh, an airplane, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was actually I was putting it in a bubble wrap canvas case at home, and it's got tape and it has a sealed mailing address, and I was like, it's not going to fit. I'm going to end up using two of these, and I'm going to lose $15 on the package. And I'm like,
well, you know what I did?
And my buddy with me, the Adderall kid, my buddy, the other comic I was with. Well, I'm good friends with KJ, your host and opener.
Okay.
And I know Greg, the other guy. Yeah, I'm a local comic. I'm first, not even 100 hours under my belt. So.
Well, dude, I appreciate you coming to the show. You guys are looking at me like you have a name. Amar, what are you looking at? Did you have something? Okay.
It was Charlie Hill.
Huh?
It was Charlie Hill.
Charlie Hill, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe look up Charlie Hill, Michael. That might be a good one. Or Freddie Prinze, I think, is a bigger name. But anyway, I got it home. I put it in my suitcase. I wrapped it up in hotel towels, and it's safe and sound on the fan art wall. But Michael, we got people on hold, so let me get you guess. Yeah. How much is this Screen Actors Guild residual check?
What was the last guess from the trucker?
$1.87.
I'm going to go with $2.47.
Okay. Stay on hold. We've got two more calls, and we'll see if you were closer than the first guy. We got two more calls to go. So stay on hold there, Michael. All right, I'm glad he called in because I wanted to talk about that. I thought that was pretty cool. He showed up and handed me that. All right, we got a new caller right now. Jon Reap here. Who am I talking to?
This is Irma.
Irma?
Yeah, it's me again.
Where are you calling in from, Irma?
I'm calling in from Asheville.
Asheville, North Carolina, just an hour away up the hill. How's a Biltmore house?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. What do you do, Irma?
I work at Taco Electronics.
Taco.
Telco.
Tyco.
Tyco. I thought she said, I swear to God, look, maybe because it's Cinco de Mayo, I thought she said, I work at Taco Electronics.
I did too.
And I thought, well, maybe there's heavy machinery that makes tacos. I wouldn't be surprised. Everything's getting mechanized these days. So that's where my brain went. And so you're saying Tyco.
Yes.
Okay. How do you spell Irma?
IRMA.
That's correct. I was quizzing you. Congratulations. Now, you don't win anything for that, but I am interested to know how much you think my residual check is for. Irma, how much is Skrinatsko check?
I say $1.19.
Ooh. Okay.
Your face lit up like a light bulb.
Yeah, look at this face, huh? Good guess, Irma. But we've got one more to go. You are the penultimate caller. The ultimate caller is coming up. I'm using big words on your ass. Google that, Elliot. All right, put her on hold, the Alan Jackson. Let's get the final. Let's get the ultimate caller, the final caller up in here on May the 4th. And I can't wait to see who it is. You're on the phone right now with me, Jon Reap. Who am I talking to? Hello. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Estoy bien? Gracias. Yes. Sí.
Okay, it's me. Awesome. Hey, it's Wendy.
What's your name?
Wendy.
Wendy.
Wendy. Where are you calling in from, Wendy?
Yes. Spring, Texas.
Spring, Texas. Now, what's that close to? There's another city I would know.
Houston.
Oh, you're down there in Houston. Oh, they got good tacos in Houston.
Oh, yes, we do.
They got good.
I'm so excited I'm on your show.
I'm happy you called in, Wendy. What do you do for a living?
Actually, I am on disability. I have MS, but that's okay.
Well, that's perfectly fine. I'm glad that you watch and that you're listening and you're calling in. I'm rooting for you now.
Well, thank you. Awesome.
How did you know about the show? How did you know about this show?
Oh, I watch you all the time.
Oh, so you already follow me on Facebook or YouTube or something?
Everything, yeah. On Instagram, on Facebook. I love walkie-talkie with the mimosas. I always watch that.
Oh, my God.
I love
Wendy.
your mom. She's so sweet.
She's the sweetest. And Mother's Day is coming up. And my mom's birthday is the day before Mother's Day.
Double whammy.
Oh, how cool is that?
Wendy, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
I want you to say, happy birthday and happy Mother's Day, Betty Reap.
Okay. Happy birthday and happy Mother's Day, Betty Reap.
All right.
Oh,
thank you. So she's watching this live, and so now you just shared some love, Wendy. I appreciate that.
How cool.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've been watching. You've been watching my poker face, hopefully. I hope you got a good guess.
Yes.
Tell me, Wendy.
Okay, here's my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my guess. 87 cents.
Oh, you really lit up on that one.
Okay, that's it. Lock it up.
Okay.
Lock up all the stuff. Hand that to the Elliot, the intern's intern, also known as Mark. Wendy, that's a great guess, but I don't know who won yet. So I handed the check off to one of my interns. He's handing it to the Alan Jackson. The Alan Jackson's going to crunch the numbers. We're going to come back in here, and we're going to reveal the winner right now. So the Alan Jackson, I don't think we have to do anything. Wendy! we need a new air
Oh
horn.
my gosh, I'm so excited.
You just won. What are you going to do with all that cash?
I don't even know. Oh my gosh.
So you got the closest. Your guess was 87 cents. Even that.
Yes. And I went for that because my first car was an 87 Honda Civic. So
That's
it
great.
just sounded right.
It worked out. I mean, but it's not exactly right. You were a little high.
Oh, okay.
You were a little high.
Okay.
So I want you to figure this out, right? I'm going to help you. I'm 49 years old. I was born in what year? Take that year and then -1 and give me a new guess.
Okay, hold on. Oh goodness. Okay.
What year was I born?
What'd you say? Oh, hold on. Let me look it up.
I know. Putting people on the spot with math equations, the Alan Jackson. I was born in 19.
You said you're 49?
I was born in 1972. 72 minus 1 is what?
1.
71. 71 cents. That's exactly right. 71 cents.
And
That's
guess what? I just had a birthday in April. Mine was April 12th. And I turned 45.
Oh my God! This just in. This just in. Wendy?
Yeah.
I'm reading you the amount, the total gross. After taxes, the actual check is for 44 cents.
I tell you what, that is so cool.
Yeah.
I will never forget this.
I'm going to.
The day I won 44 cents.
I'll put my finger right at the 44 cent mark so y'all know this is the kind of cash that you make in Hollywood.
Get out there, kids.
On residuals.
Get at it, kids.
Jealous.
I'm glad I'm not.
That's the smallest one ever, I think.
Smallest one that we've had on this show
here,
for sure. I can't wait to see what these other checks are for. I wonder how much that damn stamp was for.
Yeah, well.
All right, Kim, congratulations, and thank you all.
No.
Wendy, I'm sorry, Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. Here's what I want you to do, Wendy. I want you to go to countryish.com. Go to the contact section and send me a message. And in the body of the message, I need your address and everything else. And I'm going to get that, and I will write this check over to you, and I will send it in the mail. Okay?
That is so cool. Hey, you used to call me Sheeple because my last name is Chappelle. But we talked one day during one of your talks, and you kept saying, "Oh, Wendy Sheeple." And I was like, "No, it's Chappelle, like Dave Chappelle."
Oh, so how do you spell it then?
It's Shappell.
Okay, so
That's
Chappelle is usually a C-A, so I saw the S. And it's probably a tiny font, and I can't read that good.
I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Wendy Chappelle. I will never make that mistake again, okay?
Hey, that's okay. I go by my,
all right.
Well, that's my maiden name.
Well,
But
thank
anyway.
you so much for calling in, and happy Mother's Day. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Thank you.
And may the 4th be with you.
Thank you. You too. That's tomorrow, though, you know, right?
Always. All right. We got to go. Listen, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Wait, do we want to do a break now, the Alan Jackson? Okay, we'll do a quick break, and we'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Hey, everybody, Jon Reep here, and I want you to go cruising with me. Not in our cars, but on a ship. Yeah, let's take a ship together. It's the Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise, November 6th through 11. This year, we leave out of Port Canaveral, Florida. We go to a private beach in Haiti where they have the world's longest zip line over water. We're going to Nassau, and it's 5 days, baby. I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing karaoke, and I'm doing stand-up comedy, and we're even doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga. So get on the boat with me. Go to johnreep.com, click on the Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise, and this is the t-shirt you get. Isn't that something? I'll see you on the boat. If you love this podcast and you love wearing shirts, well, we got something for you. If you go to countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, it'll take you to my store, and we have an awesome t-shirt for you. It's a Country-ish podcast t-shirt. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, it's got the website on there. It's a soft tee, very soft, feels good on your skin, and it helps us keep the lights on here at the studio. So check out countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, get yourself a t-shirt, and know that I love you. All right, we're back. I hope you hit the share button. Thanks for hanging in there. Guess what's coming up? Very funny comedian Ron Funches will be zooming in pretty soon. We got a great small town news story about an elderly couple escaping from a nursing home. You want to stick around for that. And we got Marcus Hunt, and we're going to play Goodwill Hunting. Cat's out of the bag. But first, I also bumped into another guy who came to my show in Minneapolis. And he is a fan of a very famous podcast, not just mine, but he's a big fan of like Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer, all those dudes. And he also makes hilarious memes. And oh my God, I know him as Omadeezus. I think his name is Barry Dees. But anyway, he came to the show, saw my act, and was like, I'm going to make a meme out of your ginger beard mask. And I have a bit in my act where I put my mask on and I say, well, I kind of look like an orangutan. And then I go, right turn, Clyde. And it gets a big laugh. And so he put my face with the ginger beard mask on Clyde from Every Which Way But Loose. And I put it up on Facebook and I told everybody, caption this or meme me, and that's what y'all did. And by gosh, there's some funny ones. Do you even want to open it, Alan? Should I just keep going?
No, just keep going, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give you a couple of my favorite ones, and a lot of them are great. And here's one by Craig Hyatt. He said, Clint Eastwood is the only one badass enough to find Bigfoot. So I kind of look like Bigfoot there. I kind of look like Harry. Remember Harry and the Hendersons?
Yeah.
I kind of look that hairy guy, huh? Well, the mouth is way too big. So when the first edition of the mask, that's how big my mouth is.
In the nose.
They
missed the nose part.
Yeah, it's way too big. So it looks hilarious. Robert Allison, he said, got my vaccinations, no side effects at all. Don't be scared to get yours.
That's a good one.
Brandy Bryson Phillips said, mustache rides and Clint Eastwood eyes. I love that one. And then there's one by Bob Haynes. He said, you said masks and vaccinations should help against the new mutations. So I guess that's what happens. It's I mutated into. And then Jack Cohn, or Con, K-O-H-N, he said, this is my favorite one. I got your Hemi right here. That's my favorite one because he's incorporated the Hemi, and I am leaning out of a car in the Hemi commercials, and it is my face, and it is a middle finger, and I do like an orangutan, so that is my favorite one. Thank you all. Thank you, Barry Dees, and thank you all for leaving your comments. I appreciate that. There's your shout-outs. My air horn is empty. I would be blowing the crap out of it right about now. All righty then. Something I forgot to do at the top of the show, the Alan Jackson, is because we're going live. And as you can see, I'm wearing a hat that has the word share on it. And I'm going to take it a step above that. I'm going to do a thing right now. Excuse me.
Hello?
I'm going to do a thing right now. That's why we have lids. I'm going to do a thing right now because I really want you guys to hit the share button. And I also know that sometimes you're thinking, well, if I hit the share button right now, I'm going to take my eyes off of you and I'm going to miss something hilarious. And I want you to know right now for the next 20, 30 seconds, I'm not going to be funny at all. I'm not going to be entertaining one bit. It'll give you time to hit the share button. It's a thing I like to do called the share stare. Yes, this is where I look right down the pipe of that camera and I beg you and I plead you to hit the share button. If I could make you share, I'd ask you to do want you to hit the share button. I want you to hit it now. Look at all the things I'm doing. Making a fool of myself on Cinco de Mayo. Because I'm loco. The forthe, the throng with me. Did you hit the share button? I know you did. I appreciate that. Good on you. If you didn't do it, I know you're going to get to it at the end. That's all that matters. But Stamos, almost got my residual check wet. Look
Kim,
at this.
or what was her name?
Wendy.
Well, I said that because you
Wendy
said Kim
Chappelle.
earlier. You wanted to call her Kim.
Look what I got here for Cinco de Mayo, dude. I know, like right now it's the 4th of May, but tomorrow will be Cinco de Mayo. And I bought me and you this beer. It's a Modelo. Chelada Limon y Sal. And I figured we should try it right now. Okay? While I'm pouring this, or you're pouring it, I'll tell you what's coming up. I do another podcast from time to time. It's with a good friend of mine named Jon Marc. And I know you're cool with it. It's Sebastian that has the problem. He gets worked up about it, but I know you
I'm cool with it.
You're
I'm
very
down.
confident, and I know you don't care.
I have nothing to worry about.
You have nothing to worry about.
No.
So cheers to
Cheers to you. Happy
Cinco de Mayo
tomorrow.
And check out this clip. I want you to know me and Hereford started talking about cat piss. Enjoy.
Did you ever go to somebody's house or apartment that had either cats or dogs, even that simple, and there was either cat or dog hair everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was that borderline? They're not messy people, but if somebody, I used to have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and it was a 24-hour upkeep, and if you're gone for 2 days, you were there was too much to clean. You were already on the back end. Where you ever just go to somebody's apartment where you just don't want to sit down, you just like the whole time.
Yeah, but especially it's like they say, and the ones who have the animals that shed a lot are also the ones who want you to come over and hang out before you go out, even though you just took a shower and you just put on clean clothes that maybe you ironed or got out of a dryer, and now they want you to sit down on their couch like a lint roller and get all that crap on your clothes. Why is that the case? Why is it the people who have the messiest, shitty animals want you to come hang out with them?
Or I remember.
And I hear people say cat piss is the worst.
It is.
I don't think it is.
It is.
Cat piss doesn't bother me. To me, it smells like ammonia. And when I smell ammonia, I think, well, someone must have just cleaned the toilet or cleaned something, because ammonia smells like a cleaning product to me. So it doesn't smell like a nasty body fluid or poop. I think, it's probably clean. I know I'm probably the only person who thinks this.
You might be the only person. Yeah, because if you smell a lot, because the cat pee gets into the wood, and then it's there. So you can clean that all you want if your cat. I had female cats, so I don't think they spray as bad as.
Oh, they spray.
But that's the thing. Like if you're going to somebody, if you're younger and you're dating, and with all the people who comment on our thing, I think everybody's kind of our age, John, for the most part. So I'm scrolling right here. Shane's married. Like, would you though?
So wait, let me ask you this: am I wrong when I say cat piss smells like ammonia? Is that true or false?
You're the only person who thinks that, John. It took me a second to read that. Yeah, you're the only person. I smell.
No, I'm saying ammonia. Do you know what ammonia smells like?
Yes.
Does it smell like cat piss?
No, ammonia.
Okay, then I'm thinking of something totally different.
Yeah, ammonia to me reminds me of salted vinegar chips, just to make things weirder. Like my brain, when I smell ammonia, I think of salty vinegar chips, which I hate.
Am I the only person that thinks ammonia and cat piss smells the same? I mean, I've heard people say that ammonia smells like cat piss. Yeah, so I'm not making this shit up. Taryn Coleman Criddle. Just said it. Cat piss has ammonia in it. Okay. Now, okay. So now let's go down this logic.
Okay.
Is ammonia also something that may or may not be in a cleaning product? True or false?
It is in a cleaning product.
Okay. Now, can you understand how my brain makes the leap from ammonia and cleanliness? I don't think I'm wrong about that.
What?
You didn't just see that?
Of course I did.
Ammonia. You know what ammonia is?
Yeah.
What do you use ammonia for?
To clean things.
Yeah. Well,
disinfect.
What does cat piss smell like?
Ammonia.
So why is it that bad of a smell?
Cat
Wouldn't it
piss?
make you think of clean things? That's what we just talked about. Anyway, this beer that we poured beforehand does not smell like ammonia. It is a Modelo Cerveza Chilada Limon y Sal, and I've never had it before. We're going to do it now. Happy
Cinco.
Feliz 5th of May. Oh my goodness. That is a very salty beer.
Yeah, it's salty and very limey.
I like
Lemony.
it. More salty than I bet you like that though, because you don't like sweet stuff.
It's not really sweet.
No, it's not.
I thought it would be. It's really
I bet
salty
you could
and
drink that,
limey.
though.
Yeah, I could drink one.
All right, good
Nothing
deal.
I won't drink a lot of, but it's pretty good.
Hey, you guys. By the way, we're listener supported. If you want to help us out, you can go to countryish.com, click on the support page, become a Patreon supporter, and then you can give us some money, and you get rewards for that. We got merchandise. We got masks and hats and shirts and all kinds of goodies. But if you have $0 and you still want to help, you can do that. You can simply go to our Apple Podcast, look up Country-ish, and give us 5 stars and write a nice review. And if you do that, I'll read it on the show, or I'll have one of my interns read it. We'll give you a nice shout out. So I'm curious, do we have a new iTunes review?
Yeah, we have a brand new iTunes review from Jacques Busters. I guess that's spelled JACQUES and then BUST.
Oh boy.
IERS.
Okay.
So I guess it's Jock Busters.
Just like it's spelled, yeah.
Well, Jacques?
Jock.
It
Yeah, I
sounds
guess.
French, possibly. Speaking of
Probably Jock.
Cinco de Mayo. Sorry for your loss. Go ahead and read the review.
They said, love this show. We won't hold it against you being from Catawba County. LOL. It's a great time to be alive, and I'm sure glad you're part of the scheme. Keep on keeping on.
Oh, boy.
Part of the what?
Scheme, yeah.
Scheme, grand scheme of things, life. Yeah. I like it when he reads LOL. LOL. It stands for laugh out loud. You should say it with a little joy and gusto. He's like,
Yeah.
LOL. Scheme of things.
Public speaker, that
thank
boy
you,
is.
Isaiah, for your beautiful accent and your willingness to read those on air. And thank you for the review, Jacques Bonaparte, whatever your name is. But we got a lot. What's that? Now?
Yeah.
Oh, he's early.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are we late? Oh, crap.
No, it's right on time.
Listen, this very funny comedian zooming in right now. I need you to just be quiet.
I can do that.
Just don't say anything while I talk to this dude. He's very funny, and I want to talk to him, just me and him, okay?
I go smoke a cigarette. Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the show the very funny, the very lovable Ron Funches.
Take another look and tell me that.
Be quick and explosive. You want to get the jump.
Which one of you buttholes is next?
Okay, Danny. Takes 8 pounds of pressure to break your humerus.
We need a ringer.
Oh, Danny! I'm sorry I punched you in the breast.
No, it felt really cool.
And here he is right now, one of the funniest guys in the business, Mr. Ron Funches. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Even better. Start my day off that from someone who says it, who I actually respect. That is nice.
Well, look, you just gave it right back to me because I respect you as well. So this is great. We're off to a great start. You're so funny and you're full of joy and happiness. And that's what I'm trying to be about, man.
Yeah, I think it's especially, I mean, it's how I've been trying to live my life for a long time, but I think especially coming out of this pandemic and really recognizing how fragile life can be and stuff, that it's just not as, I mean, and I recognize some people are amazing, the Lewis Blacks of the world, the things where they're like tearing things down is fun. That's great. But like, I'm better at spreading joy. I feel better spreading joy. It just is more fun for me. And it's the type of comedy I grew up loving, like whether it's Carol Burnett, Vicki Lawrence, or whoever it might be. It was always about like kind of spreading happiness.
Yes. Well, see, we've got a lot in common, man. So we're both spreaders of joy. We're both Comedy Store regulars. We've both been in an episode of Blackish as well. Did you know that? I was on one episode.
I did not know that. They had to figure it out. They were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, well, I was the token hillbilly redneck white guy. I do that very well. And
how do you like playing that? You get sick of that?
Sometimes, but then again,
me of like when I have to play gang members or something, and I'm like, well, now I don't because people know me and they're like, that don't make sense. But before I did, and I always was like, I don't like this. But you tell me because there is also a thing of like, well, I am good at it.
Yeah, so you're right. It's a catch-22, a double-edged sword. I know I'm good at it because I know that type of. I know those type of people. I live around them, you know. So, but yeah, I know that I'm capable of more. So the times that I've been able to do stuff that's not that, I'm probably more proud of it. It's one of the reasons why I started this whole brand country-ish. You know, like my first DVD comedy special was Metro Jethro, where I want people to know I'm both at the same time. So, but I know what the bread and butter is. I know what they want, and if it pays me and I can get Mama some of her eye drop medicine, I'll do it.
In the same boat.
Yeah. I played in Blackish. I played a character. It was an episode called Martin Luther Skiing Day. And they were going on a skiing trip, and they stopped in some old country store. And the name of the store was called Whitey's, and I played Whitey. But the same guys who were writing or producing that were the same guys who did a sitcom I was on before that called Rodney with Rodney Carrington. And they just already knew me. So that was one of those easy layup kind of things where just one day and everybody on it was great. I had a great time doing it. I'd love to do it again.
Yeah, I like Blackish. I always have fun there, but I think it's even fun is similar story there, because over there I play a character called Ladarius, and I'm like so many things where I'm like one of Anthony Anderson's high school friends with like Chris Spencer and stuff, and then I'm all like, these guys are all in their mid-50s. Did they
right.
me? What happened? And then, and I'm from like Middle Compton. And I grew, I have family in Carson. I spent some time in Carson, so I knew that. But like, it's also so funny because my wife, when I go work Blackish and they twist my hair up and I dress a little more urban, my wife was always like, I like it when you're Ladari.
So I know that you're in this movie. It's out right now called Golden Arm. What can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. It is a wonderful comedic film, which we need more of these days, more mid-level, small comedic films that used to be all around when I was a kid. Is how I gained my comedic sense of humor from watching these things. But they seem few and far between. But this one's amazing. Great cast. Mary Holland, Betsy Sodero, Eugene Cordero, a bunch of wonderful, amazing improvisers. It's a buddy comedy about female arm wrestling. Wrestling, and I play Carl, who is the owner and operator of the arm wrestling tournament and lover of strong women.
Wow. Yeah. So you had a good time doing. I know you love wrestling and stuff, but maybe not arm wrestling. I don't know how that. I mean, I know Top Gun, not Top Gun. What was that movie?
Over the Top.
Over the Top. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just kind of like a female comedy version of that, pretty much. And I mean, I like it. To me, it's more fun when it's the ladies arm wrestling because you're like, ooh, who's the stronger lady? And I like to see that, and that's fun. And seeing women be aggressive in that way was really fun for me. And a lot of the character for me, I did take as like, to him, this is the biggest thing in the world. So I was like, it's a big pro wrestling event to him. So I use a lot of my pro wrestling knowledge and announcer knowledge for that. And it was just a blast. It's shot it in Oklahoma City. I'd never been there before. I got the best burger of my life, which was great. And spent a great couple weeks in OKC. It was a wonderful experience.
Wow. You had not been to Oklahoma City before. They got good... they got good meat in Oklahoma.
Yeah, they do. They like that meat. They got good burritos over there.
Yeah.
But shout out to Nick's Grill in OKC. Best burger I ever had in my life. Still.
Now, I also know you love wrestling, right? I mean, that's did you watch that as a kid? And who were some of your Who were some of your favorites?
Oh, when I was growing up, my favorites definitely were Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. I love Ultimate Warrior. I love Coco Beware. I mean, excuse me, pardon me. It'd be more, it'd be a shorter list or people I didn't like. I I still to this day love wrestling so much. I watch it all the time.
I grew up watching it too. In North Carolina, we watched a lot of, it was Ric Flair, Ricky Steamboat, Rock and Roll Express. That was my timeline, of loving it. And
I've met all of those people now.
You met Ric Flair then?
Yes, I went to his birthday party.
Tell me about that, please.
It was one of the best times of my life. It was a great time. I love wrestling. Big fan my whole life. I even do a thing on my Twitch with you people who like Twitch, play video games. Please come on by twitch.tv, Ron_Funches. On Mondays, we do Get High, Watch Wrestling, where we get high and watch wrestling. But basically, I did my special Giggle Fit. Oh, double plug, which is on Paramount Plus.
Hang on.
You can watch my special Giggle Fit on Paramount Plus. I was lucky enough, I was friends with Ric Flair's son-in-law. I reached out to him and was like, hey, I have this just weird idea. I'd love to have Ric Flair be the intro of my special. He was kind enough to do it for a nominal fee. And then he had a great time taping together and really hit it off. And then a couple months later, I get a text from his wife being like, hey, we're having a surprise 70th birthday party for Rick in Atlanta. We'd love for you to come by. And I had a gig that weekend. I said, no, I don't anymore. And my wife and I got on that plane and we went to Atlanta and I met Ricky Steamboat. I met Triple H there. I met Vander Holyfield. I met who else?
Oh my God!
Dennis Rodman was there. It was just it was like, how does this one guy affect so many people? It was all inspiring. I was like, if I could have a funeral with as many different weirdos and types of people as this, that is a life.
Yes, 100%. We've had Diamond Dallas Page on this podcast and Eric Bischoff as well. But I'd love to get Ric Flair. I've met him one time briefly. I had a buddy of mine who used to sell insurance, and he sold it to Ric Flair. I don't know if it was car insurance or whatever, but we were on our way to our fantasy football draft, and he's like, hey, I got to stop in this bar real quick and pick up a check from Ric Flair. You want to come in and meet Ric Flair? I'm like, well, yeah. And we go in the bar, and he's totally Ric Flair. I mean,
he is. He's never not.
He's got the rings on. He's kind of walking around the room looking at people, doing the pinky ring thing. And my buddy Mike, and this is great, where you could tell where you're at on the totem pole of life. Mike kind of walked up to him. He's like, "Hey, Rick, it's me, Mike. I'm here to get that check." And then Rick, classic Ric Flair, kind of looked over his head and kind of looked around and goes, "Yeah, I don't have it." And he's like, "All right, man, I'll hit you up next week." And we just walked out of the room. It was great. It was so funny because I love that he put Mike in his place, man. But I've heard some great stories about Ric Flair where he and have you seen that documentary? I mean, you probably did about Ric
the
Flair.
30 for 30, yeah.
That was wonderful, and I love the stories about how he just randomly likes to get naked from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, just from my little bit of time working with him, he was just like, yeah, very much just Ric Flair. Like, we were shooting a thing on green screen. He was like, "Can I wear this gold chain?" And I was like, "Well, you're not gonna. You're just gonna be a floating head." And he's like, "Yeah, but I don't want to take off my chain."
Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can direct Ric Flair. I think Ric Flair just does Ric Flair, and he does it. He does it good,
better than anybody else.
That's right. Yeah, man. I mean, you're like I don't know, triple or more threat. Like, you're a funny, great comedian, good writer, a host, and actor. I mean, you've got a lot going on. What are you liking the most lately? I guess acting is what you were just saying, huh?
I mean, no. Acting is probably the most frustrating thing to me right now because I feel like my skill set has progressed past what casting agents or producers or whoever has, assumed I can do right now. And so, like, butting my head against that wall, the same thing of being like, okay, I can show you this and I can do this. And now it's getting boring to me. And that's the last thing I want, is to be bored on set or doing my dream, And so hosting right now has been like, I'm real into it because I think I'm really good at it, and I haven't even been doing it that long. So I'm like, wow, what if I get experience at this? So I love hosting the Chop 420 on the Discovery Plus. I love the game show that I did on Quibi, and I feel right now those are things where I'm like, oh, I'm doing really well at that. And acting, I'm loving and real into, but like, it's very much frustrating.
Yeah, it is. When did you want to start doing stand-up? What was that first thing that made you get up on stage, and where did you get your sense of humor from? I always like to ask this of other comedians. My dad was a big influence on me. He was a funny dude, and I got it from him, I think. So I always like to ask that of other comedians. Where do you think it came from?
For me, it was my mom. My mom was funny. My mom always would watch like different stand-ups. We watch a lot of Comic View. We watch a lot of Def Comedy Jam. We go and rent different VHSs of different stand-ups. My mom was always in the like just any type of culture, really. She'd take us to jazz or blues events. She'd take us, I think my very first concert as a little baby, she took me to go see B.B. King I mean, it's so weird. I do still have memory of it, not as a toddler, of just being like, I want to go home. I want to go home, And now, like, as a grown man, I'm like, wow, like my mom took me and made sure I saw B.B. King live in concert. That's awesome. And just growing up in a family and using it to like diffuse situations, always been an awkward, shy kid. So it was just like, to get myself out of stuff. So I feel like that's where my humor comes from.
Was she a funny person as well, do you think?
Oh, my mom's hilarious. Yeah, she's the best. She's so freaking funny. Yeah, my mom's funny. My son's funny. A lot of my family are funny. I'm just the one that put it on stage.
Right. That's same here. My dad was a funny one. I got it from him. I remember, like, we used to sit around and watch, and I know it sounds weird saying this now, but we watched Bill Cosby himself. That first special he did, well, not the first one I saw, where it's just called Bill Cosby Himself, and he came out and just crushed it and just told these stories. And I remember my dad laughed so hard at that, and I'm thinking, wow, because everyone else thought my dad was the funny one, and now I'm seeing my dad laugh at like a professional, and I'm like, oh, I want that power. I want to be able to do that. And that's how it started for me, man. Ron, I know you got to go. I want to say thank you so much for giving me your time, and congratulations on all your success. Where can people find you? What would you like them to go find you at?
Please watch Chop 420 on Discovery Plus. I think we're doing a great job hosting that. If you love Chopped, or if you love food and or weed and or me, please check out that show. Please watch Golden Arm when that's out now in theaters or on demand. RonFunches.com for my tour dates. Ron Funches, just Google me, you'll find my socials, or come hit me on Twitch and come play Call of Duty with me. It's fun.
All right. Thanks a lot, Ron. We'll see you later, buddy.
I love you, John. Thank you for having me.
Hey, I love you. Thank you for doing this.
Take another look and tell me that.
Oh, man, I love me some Ron Funches, and thank you for not saying anything during that whole...
I mean, you never let me say anything. What do you mean?
Well, what are you going to contribute to that? You know what I mean? This is two comedians talking.
I
you know
understand.
what I mean?
It's fine.
Talking shop here. Thank you, Ron Funches, for doing that. Check out his movie Golden Arm. But we got more show to do. We got a great small town news story, and we've got a Goodwill Hunting / unboxing. Stick around for that. So let me get straight to this. You know, there's a lot of negative things going on in the news, Stamos. A lot of politics, a lot of pandemics, a lot of negative things. Yeah, we stay away from that. I got my good buddy here, Justin Clyde Williams, to tell you all about it.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All right, Stamos. I got a very sweet story for you today. Sweet, uplifting, fun small town news story. It takes place in Lebanon, Tennessee. Have you ever heard of Lebanon, Tennessee?
I have.
Have you?
It's near Knoxville, I think.
It's 30 minutes outside of Nashville.
Very nowhere
close.
near Knoxville.
They don't pronounce it Lebanon. They pronounce it Lebanon. Yeah, old Lebanon, Tennessee. They also have a Beirut pronounced Beirut.
Beirut?
Yeah, and a Damascus. Here, check this headline out. An elderly couple escapes a skilled nursing facility. An elderly man and a woman was spotted wandering the streets of Lebanon, Tennessee, and it was soon determined they'd somehow escaped the memory unit of their assisted living facility. I say good for them. You know what I mean? If you can get out.
Well, you can't take so much.
This is like a senior citizen Shawshank Redemption right here. You know? Cocoon meets Escape from Alcatraz. I'd watch that movie.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde, except they didn't murder nobody. Well, let's continue with the story. Maybe they did. We don't know yet.
Oh, you hadn't got there.
Stay tuned. The escapees are a husband and wife duo who have dementia and Alzheimer's. And once they were safely returned, staff members asked, "How did y'all get out?" And they're like, "We don't remember. We have Alzheimer's." Who are you? Where am I?
Perfect.
JK. They said, "We made a tunnel with a tiny pickaxe and covered it with a Raquel Welch poster."
That is Shawshank.
That is Shawshank. They didn't do that. The man actually said that he previously worked with Morse code in the military and was able to listen carefully as the employees entered the numbers into the electronic keypad door locks, and he memorized the sounds and cracked the code.
No, with Alzheimer's.
With Alzheimer's and dementia and his wife in tow. I mean, that gives a whole new meaning to door dash, right? I think that's awesome. He probably launched some nuclear missiles by accident.
Sounds like he's... I mean, Morse code, that's pretty... You got to have talent to...
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you think that code was on that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I think that was probably the problem. It was like, password's password.
Yeah.
First 1, 3,
But
1,
the
2,
props
6.
to this dude, right? The couple, they've lived at the facility for nearly 2 years, and although both of them have dementia and Alzheimer's, they are able to carry out their daily routines and are mostly independent. Although the staff does check on them from time to time. They're now known, They call them the rebel retirees now because of their escape.
Yeah, put them on lockdown now.
And they're undefeated at bingo.
Really?
No.
You just made that
I
up?
figured with numbers. That'd
Use
be pretty
all
good.
that on John Moore Billy, please.
Done did it. They're rebels, so that's what they call them, the rebels. So they got to hover around with a Dixie flag on it. Plays Dixie, the horn does.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep
Don't
going.
forget to try the veal.
Staff members are now instructed to check in more frequently with the husband. I like this. Just the husband. Because he started engaging in wandering and exit-seeking behaviors. Yeah. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend's trying to get out. I think he wants a divorce.
Yeah.
So apparently he's lingering around doors and he's like trying to escape again or something. But since then, the facility has changed the codes on all the exits and has assured state regulators it will be supervising residents more carefully from now on. They should just change the codes to the Wi-Fi password. Old people never know the Wi-Fi password.
No, they never do. You're right.
Too many ampersands and...
you know what? Good for them. Good for him.
Good for them, 100%.
Get out. And he took his wife with him. He didn't take his girlfriend because usually when you have Alzheimer's, you have a girlfriend. And you know that?
Well, maybe she just tagged along.
Because you don't remember who your wife is.
Right.
My grandfather had a girlfriend in the nursing home, but still had my grandmother.
Was she also in the nursing home?
No.
Okay.
But I've heard of
She'd
that.
come to visit. And
Yeah.
No, that's a thing.
That's a thing, yeah.
100%.
Sad.
I wish my dad would be able to escape like that. If he could walk, this is probably some crap he would do.
I'm surprised he hadn't tried it.
He probably didn't figure out the code, just can't get out of the bed.
Yeah. It'd be weird. He come home one day, just walk in the door, and what's going on?
Like, where's my car?
Yeah.
State officials are making the facility pay a $2,000 fine for the couple's escape attempt. And also making the security guards wear dunce caps. Just kidding. If you can escape, I mean, what kind of security do they have there?
I love you throwing these little.
That's what I do.
What do you call these when you throw the
jokes?
Little riffs, little jokes.
I don't know.
Punchlines, yeah.
Yeah. I think they should take that $2,000 and invest in a ring doorbell security.
system.
I can't do a joke in front of you because you're making a weird face at me.
Because I'm gonna give you the.
I don't have to look at what John Boy and Billy when I do this. I look at the. As for the man who just wanted some fresh air, he'll now receive walking time outside the facility, but only with a
Supervised.
staff. Yes. And he also has a job for the NSA now because he can crack codes. There you go. The town may have been small,
but the
Thank you, the Alan Jackson. All right, we got one more segment to do. I hope you're watching. I hope that you like it. I hope that you will rate, review, subscribe, and share. Hit that share button. And I got to come clean before we wrap this puppy up. The guy sitting across from me, his real name is not Marcus Stamos. His real name is Marcus Hunt. We were joking about that whole thing.
The whole time.
This whole time. We made it up for fun.
And they bought it for just a
Some
little
people
bit.
buy it. Some people believe it, you know. Just like you believe I'm just making this stuff up as I'm going right here. But we do a thing where we go to a Goodwill and we will hunt, Mark Hunt, for gifts for each other for $5 or less, and we exchange it on the show. I don't know what he got me. He don't know what I got him, but it has to make sense as to why we got this gift. And it's a game that we like to call Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting.
Hunting. Bad today. I think the last
I can't.
The small town news.
It's hard for me.
That got it.
You gotta just not look at me when I'm doing that.
Why?
I don't know.
You just want to
It's
laugh.
weird.
Because I called you out on your
No. You're not. Yeah, because you're doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do with improv and acting and stuff. You're supposed to add to, and you're going like, "What the hell are you doing?" What do you call them, jokes?
That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, I'm writing jokes, dude.
No, I think they're hilarious. I wanted to make sure you knew I thought they were hilarious.
We're already into another segment.
All right. So who wants to go first?
I mean,
I'll go first. Let me get this over with, man.
We got 2 boxes here.
Yeah. Okay.
That we're going to because this is also a trending hashtaggy type deal that we're hoping will catch fire. You know, we do it too. I want to know. You got a box. I got a box.
Because I have no idea what's in your box. You have no idea what's in my box.
I don't know.
I wrap it. You don't know what's in it. You don't see nothing. So what are you looking back there for?
I'm wondering because I don't know what's in here. I don't know what's in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just curious.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I know, man. You're doing a lot of stuff back there, but it's funny because I was looking right over Mark's shoulder going like...
I'm like, are you looking at me?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what's in there.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what's in there either.
Like, why is Jon stalling? We're already over time. All right, Marcus, you go first.
Today is May
the 4th,
and you said
May with you.
So
Star Wars.
Yeah. So I'm just going to cut to the chase. This has to do with today being May 4th.
Oh.
May the 4th be with you thing that you guys talk about. I'm totally not into Star Wars stuff, but
it's fine.
I did see this a couple days ago, and I picked it up for you. That has to do with today's holiday, May 4th.
I'm going to this box.
Yeah. Wow.
Get it out, Daddy.
Packed it in there.
It's in there. It's in the box. Use the force, dude. Okay.
There you go.
Ooh, looky here now.
Toss across.
It's a Star Wars toss across, the original tic-tac-toe game with a twist. Oh, dude, thank you. This is a perfect May the 4th.
It's got
gift right
kind of
here.
like cornhole, I believe.
Look at this. Yeah, it's
little
basically
cornhole bags.
It's like little cornhole bags, and you're basically you're playing tic-tac-toe with this. So you flip these over like this here. Maybe it's like a game of memory as well, right?
So,
and then I got how many you got there? We each get, or maybe I just go. Here we take turns.
3 and 3.
Yeah, here I'll go. Nothing happened. Go.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Man, you got to really throw these things on there. Hang on. Oh, okay. So when you flip them over, one's got a TIE fighter. Other one's got the X-wing. And you just play tic-tac-toe.
Oh.
Stuff that you wouldn't know anything about. But I appreciate this gift.
No, I don't have no idea what any of this stuff means. I don't know what this little starship thing means or nothing.
It's not a starship.
It's not a spaceship.
It's a TIE fighter. That's a TIE fighter. That's an X-wing.
So is that
these
better
are bad
than
guys. These are good guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man, give me my stuff.
Dude, watch this.
Okay.
Use
Let's
the force.
unbox this one.
Now.
Yeah, I'm excited. Go ahead and tell me what it means.
Your gift was about May the 4th.
Uh-huh.
My gift is about May the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, yes. Feliz Cinco de Mayo.
Navidad. Okay. Ready?
Open it. What's in the box? It's in there. Also, I know you like to cook. You're a good cook.
I do like to cook.
And I saw this and I thought of you immediately.
So, looks like this is a fajita.
It is a damn the El Paso Chili Company made this here quesadilla maker.
Quesadilla, yeah.
So you put your dang tortilla shell here.
Yep.
Put the thing in here.
Put the other tortilla. Shell, your cheese, your whatever. Shut the lid.
And you don't have to put chilies in there, but you can.
And I've noticed there's a little bit of grease left in here.
Yeah.
You noticed that?
Didn't
That
you
came
go
with
to
it.
Goodwill? Taste
See
that.
that.
I'll give you 20.
I'm not tasting that.
Well, how much is it worth? I got money right here.
You got
look at all these residual checks.
It
We
would
got
take
this
all
beer
of
I got you. $100.
If I put
$100 if you swipe all that chili right, all whatever that is.
That's just
and you go like this and you go. No, don't do
I
it.
can't take $100 from you.
I'll do it for 100.
Huh?
I don't want to give him $100. I
See?
know he'll do it. I wanted you to do it.
It's not worth $100. It's just oil.
$40.
I'll do it for $40.
I just offered you 100. You said no.
Well, I thought you were just
I ain't
kidding.
doing it for 40.
What
It's
is
just-
happening?
It's just
You
oil.
guys are going the opposite directions. How is this possible?
I don't know.
No, take it home,
Thank
clean it up,
you.
make yourself, tomorrow.
I will, because it's already greased up. I don't even have to grease it.
You don't have to buy anything.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's seasoned already. It's what they
Yeah.
call it when you make the frying pan.
Yes,
The
like
old
a
black
good
cast iron.
skillet.
It's seasoned.
That's been seasoned.
It's been
already,
seasoned.
you see. All right. Well,
Thank you.
that's how we play. Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. All right, everybody. I hope you had a good time up in here today. I certainly did. We've had a great show, jam-packed show. Thank you, Ron Funches. Happy May the 4th. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Let me go back to my interns back here. Any final thoughts before we wrap this puppy up?
Would everyone please join me in wishing my beautiful bride, Linda, a happy birthday yesterday?
Her birthday was yesterday, Cinco de Tres.
Exactly.
See?
Yes, sir.
See. Oh, very good.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Belated.
Happy
birthday.
29th birthday,
Oh, dude.
Miss.
She's
Getting
27,
close.
dude. What are you doing?
Oh,
Just kidding. 22. Happy birthday, Linda. How about you, Isaiah? Anything you want to say? You want to say happy Mother's Day to your mama?
Happy Mother's Day, Mimosa. Well, to my Mimosa.
Yeah.
And happy birthday, Linda.
Yep. And happy birthday, Betty Reed.
Betty Reed.
And happy birthday, Betty Reed.
All right. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Don't forget to check out countryish.com. Lots of things you could do there. You can listen to old episodes. You can subscribe. We love it when you subscribe to the audio portion as well. And we love it when you share. And love it even more if you become a Patreon supporter. You know what I'm saying? Also, tour dates at johnreap.com. Don't forget, I'm doing a show in Hickory with John Heffron, June the 7th at the Main Cellar City Club. I always want to say Main Cellar City Club.
I know, I can't get it right.
Main City Cellar Club. Either way, I'll be there in Hickory, June the 7th with John Heffron. And also Ann Arbor, Michigan, June 11 and 12. All righty then, for Marcus Stamos / Hunt, for Elliot, for Isaiah, for Mark, for Amar, for the Alan Jackson. My name is Jon Marc. Bicycle, bicycleta.
Well, life on the farm is kinda laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, dude.
Hey, everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh, wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite, and all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Happy birthday to you, Linda and Betty. Happy birthday to you, Betty and Linda. Happy birthday, dear Linda and Betty and Linda. Happy birthday to you and Mother's Day. Hit the share button.